to them, he thought that the Jews gave a fuck about him, and he wasn't.
No, he was making progress. He was climbing up the ladder. He was jumping hurdles.
Oh,
that's what he was doing.
Okay.
And then when he got to a brick wall, he was trying to rally his troops. He was trying to rally his black folks, or the only thing he had.
When he was with the Jews, why he still wasn't rallying with his black folks?
He was. If you listen to his music.
Where he was rallying with us then?
You ain't listen to his music?
I know.
I mean, music,
in the era of him messing with the Kim Kardashians, his music totally changed. Totally changed. Shit was not the same. After 808s and heartbreaks, not the same music.
Mm.
See, the thing is, us black folks,
whenever he did it,
see, hold on. The thing is,
what he didn't do in the past. Okay, let's talk about the present, bro. Well, let's give him his
regardless, the thing is, man, we always trying to down black folks, man. We always, you need to be united, regardless of
why do y'all feel like, why do it feel like anytime you say something, or let's just say, like right now.
Y'all brainwashed the demonized.
Like right now.
Exactly.
That's what it is, man.
I'm nowhere.
We gotta be perfect and human. We make mistakes.
No, I'm not saying nothing about
fuck up over some
but we
pussy,
have to look at a person's track record.
It don't matter.
We literally have to look at a person's track record. Literally.
Right.
Literally.
It don't matter. He's a black man.
Of all the black people who have
it
paid
don't
out
matter.
and
It don't matter.
But it's been other people before him.
I love
Where
you.
was y'all at
I'm
when they
telling
were
you.
doing it? And
It
they
don't matter. Stick with your race.
You said what?
Stick with your people. It don't matter. We might fuck up here and there. Stick with your people.
Just because you
don't
mean you my kinfolk. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just because you my skin tone does not mean you my kinfolk. And I'm gonna keep that 100.
Listen.
If I was white,
stay united.
Listen.
Regardless, you stay united. Even if they ain't your kinfolk, whatever excuse you make, if that nigga black, you stick.
Hey, we gonna agree. We gonna agree to disagree, man. Some people feel that way. Some people feel this way. Let's move forward real quick and switch gears. I want to get into.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, son didn't even go and get his shit. Go ahead, son. You the last one that we're gonna get into something.
My thing was this here. What surfboard? He gone?
Yeah, he ain't in here.
So my thing was this here. By him even saying what he said proves what Kanye was saying. How much power people got over people. Why do you have to sit up and tiptoe around the way you talk about certain people? Exactly. We don't tiptoe around the way we talk about black people on this motherfucker and worry about burning relationships. Exactly. So how come we always got to worry about burning their relationships? We always got to act a certain way to gain their favor. Why?
That's all I'm
saying. They run shit.
Why do we want to be wanted by every other race but our own?
Because they run shit.
This shit. I keep saying that. Why do we want to be wanted by every damn race but our own?
I wanted to say that the surfboard.
We can worry about whatever the fuck we want to worry about.
I needed to say that.
Why? Hey, son. Hey, hold on, son. Hey, son. Why did you want to say that to surfboard? What did he say that? Why you wanted to say that to?
Because remember, he was telling you not to say certain things because you might be in a boardroom one day and all of that. But he don't say none of that shit when we on this motherfucker going in on black people.
Right.
Don't nobody worry about burning relationships then. Yeah. Don't nobody worry about talking on eggshells then.
Exactly.
He's just 5 steps behind. That's all, man. You just gotta catch him up,
bro.
He's just a little behind, bro.
It's like you gotta be quiet, or you ain't gonna go nowhere.
Exactly.
Let you go nowhere. What the fuck kind of whole shit is that?
Right.
Exactly.
Don't beat up on him, man.
Yeah, that's control.
That's
control.
Yeah. And that proves Kanye's point.
Yeah, it does.
And that's what I was just saying.
It does.
And last time we talked about it, I think we was talking about it. I said I disagreed with the way Kanye did it. I said it was hard for. I say it was impossible for Kanye to really expect people to really jump on board with him because of the way he did it, just impulsively like that, instead of coming up with some type of plan. But now that the conversation is out, hey man, we got to have it.
Yeah,
that's what I was.
Proving that he was right and everybody's zipping their lips all of a sudden.
Remember, I was telling you that, son, on the show when you were saying that. Remember?
I guess you gotta go hard.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. All I was saying is that he did it too impulsive. Like I'm tired. When I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3. I thought that was just the wrong way to execute.
Yeah, the DEFCON 3 shit was.
He went too far a little bit. Yeah.
But as far as what he said,
y'all niggas so
that's
lost,
right.
Hey,
so
look, y'all. Hey, listen.
The conversation is open now.
Hey, listen. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. We live on the motherfucking Shank Show. We get paper, stay low. Hey, man, we got a full panel tonight. Got some special guests in here, man. Hey, look. Every time we go live, we live on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. Subscribe to the Shank Show YouTube channel. I want to switch gears real quick, y'all. I want to get into Takeoff funeral, the Takeoff incident, the situation. What's your thoughts on it? Let's start with AP.
I didn't get to see the whole thing. I just got to see like all this on social media. Everybody talking about Takeoff. Everybody saying their goodbyes. I really think, to be honest, on the funeral, my flag was the Prince family in Houston. Mm-hmm. How they put up, they say from the Prince family when they could put Takeoff name.
Yeah. And
just let the Takeoff or whether they had to include themselves in the situation. So, yeah, funeral and all that. I ain't really watch it, and that's why I'm just talking about the backlash that I've been seeing lately on Instagram from it.
Yeah, that shit it's unfortunate, and for those who know or don't know, Takeoff was killed at a party, I think a bowling party that J. Prince Jr. threw, and it was some dice game afterwards, and after that, people got into it suspectedly, allegedly. Quavo lost some money to one of the mob ties niggas, and they got to, getting into it, going back and forth, and
about a basketball game.
Yeah, some shit went back and forth, and then I think a punch was thrown, then a gunfire erupted, and Takeoff was killed. So it was unfortunate, man. To me, I looked at Takeoff as a quiet, humble, you know what I'm saying, working, you know what I'm saying. He wasn't in the media for no bullshit. He was always to himself. I know he connected with a lot of Detroit people, so he showed love to niggas. So prayers to his family, fans, friends, to Takeoff, but it's crazy, man, because the mob ties, J. Prince Jr., his crew, they've been in a lot of bullshit of late. You know what I mean? Duke the Jeweler, about a month ago, same similar scenario, a dice game that J. Prince Jr. threw. When he left that dice game in Houston, he was robbed and killed. Duke the Jeweler was the only black jeweler. He was from Chicago. You know what I mean? On his way up. He was already getting money, but he was on his way up. And he was robbed and killed. So I don't know what this means for the Prince family and what's going to happen behind it. Who knows? But it shit looking crazy, man. A multi-millionaire rapper, famous rapper like Takeoff is murdered, and you around, and on your watch, basically. You know what I mean? In your city. So what's your thoughts on this? Let me ask Heavy. What's your thoughts on this shit, man?
Well, my thoughts is this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Wack was speaking on, you know what I'm saying? They call themselves mob ties, and I can't understand why your crew can have anything to do with somebody you invite to town getting killed. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was a mob, any kind of mob or mob ties, my crew gonna listen and do exactly what the fuck I tell them to do.
Facts.
Because that's how the mob work. You feel me? And it's just, to me, I feel like that he had something to do with the shit. You know, he said that, you know what I'm saying, had to set the shit up for maybe them niggas to get robbed, because I heard they tried to grab on the nigga chain before they, you know what I'm saying, after they killed him, but they couldn't like get it off his neck. And just like the jeweler got robbed when he left that bitch. So it sounds like it's something that got something to do with him. You feel me? Because if it was me, ain't nobody gonna get touched on my watch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's my people and my crew, and it's something that I control. So with that being said, bro, you know, I point the finger at that nigga, bro, strongly, like, nigga, it's something that inside slimy bullshit, okay? Because the motherfucker ain't gonna get fucked with on my watch, bro.
Yeah.
Period.
And that's what it's looking like. You know, that's what it's looking like. And you know, also they say that Junior and Quavo was the two that was arguing. That's speculation too, you know. So
and a nigga fire on the nigga while he arguing with Junior.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that was his people.
Right.
And man, get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Yeah. So
you know what I'm saying?
It's looking crazy for them. That's my point. Like, it's looking real crazy for them right now, man. That shit looking real wild. But son, what's your thoughts on this, bro? Yeah, on mute. You got unmute. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Talking about the
Takeoff.
Takeoff. Right?
Yeah.
That shit, man. It's even hard to comment on that shit because, like I don't like what the hell happened. Like, it's so many different reports that
well, they got camera footage of this shit, man. Niggas done broke it down. Academics done broke it down to a T like a fed, nigga. He was freeze framing shit and zooming in. I say, God damn, nigga, you the fucking feds for real, nigga.
Okay. Then they show one angle where the shot, the first shot happened, but then you can still see Takeoff standing up. Now, was he hit already still, but he just hadn't failed?
Right, because the nigga was holding him up as a shield. It was a nigga behind him.
Okay.
The nigga who shot him.
He ain't had time to fall yet.
No, the nigga probably had, when he shot him, he held on to him because the nigga started firing back.
Oh, so it was like close range, point blank.
Right there. Everybody was right there in the circle, nigga. You feel me? Like you know, it's a lot of niggas, but it's a circle. You know what I mean? And shit just jumped off.
Okay, so before I go off into anything, man, first thing I want to say is, man, condolences to that man and his family. You know what I'm saying? That's some fucked up shit. On the other hand, I would also like to say that when you reach a certain point, when your pockets or your status or whatever get to a certain point, I think the places that you hang out at, I don't think you should aspire to really hang out at those places anymore.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because all those places you aspired to be when you didn't have all that money, now all of a sudden you want to live out all of those little gangster and hood fantasies that you had when you didn't have all of this. And that's really the wrong thing to do, especially when you gambling and stuff. Like, if you got millions of dollars, why would you be gambling with people who got less money than you, or not as much money as you? Because if you hit a lick on them, how they gonna feel as opposed to them hitting one on you?
Exactly.
You hit some hood dude for $50,000 in a dice game. How you think he gonna feel?
Like robbing your dumb ass.
Exactly. But then you all in their territory. I just think, man.
And he was talking greasy. He like, let me get out of here before I hurt one of these niggas.
Before I hurt one of y'all.
Like, he tough. And you know, nobody ever looked at the Migos as tough. They was getting money, fucking hoes, talking shit. Nobody was like, we scared of the Migos. So when they talking to a nigga like, hold on, man, bitch ass nigga. What the fuck is you? They're already jealous of you. You're a rapper, you getting money.
They already jealous. And I think I asked you this the other day. This just a question. A lot of questions I ask just for like people to think like. I sometimes I don't even know how I think on it. It's just that I'm maybe conflicted on it. But let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think it's easier in some little nigga's mind to pull a trigger on a nigga who got money as opposed to pulling a trigger on a nigga who don't?
Yeah.
Like say that would have been one of the niggas, like just some regular nigga in the hood they would have been arguing with. Do you think it would have been shots fired?
Okay, let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this. I'm gonna answer that question for you, K, because the nigga that they say Lil Tim the Fifth who shot Takeoff, they say he had earlier tweets and shit where he don't like them nigga, hating on them. You understand? So he got something against this nigga already. Like, bitch, I can't wait. Some jump off, nigga. I'm finna smoke your bitch ass, nigga. He probably already thinking that. You feel me? Because that's the first thing he do. That had to be on his mind. Why you do that? Why that's the first thing you do? You feel me? So.
And then they show Quavo staring that nigga down early in the picture.
Yeah. So I think that niggas always have some envy in them, some jealousy about them rappers. They be fucking their hoes and you know what I mean?
So you think it's easier for a nigga because of that envy just to go ahead and squeeze me?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
I agree.
Fuck yeah.
Yes, I would say yes.
Yeah. So Cher, what's your thoughts on the Takeoff situation?
It's sad. It was crazy. Because I literally woke up and that was the first thing on my timeline and it was like weird. You know how you just wake up and you're like, what the fuck? Like, you know, like somebody made some shit up or something like that. I'm like,
I didn't believe it at first. I'm like, well,
like,
no.
where that shit come from?
Right.
Like, what are you talking about? Well, I just feel like as a whole, like as humans, like take race and color out. As humans, we need to do better because when shit like this happen, why the fuck is the first thing we go to is recording?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could just imagine if I was a mother of that person and it's my son's body is all over Twitter and people are retweeting and blogs are, you know what I'm saying? It's just fucked up. And even with the memorial, they said, do not record anything. Mm-hmm. Do not pull your phones out. And motherfuckers don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Them people was up there crying like in their most vulnerable state. And they didn't want that out there because this was a private, he didn't, you know, Takeoff, like you said, was quiet, reserved. He didn't want none of that shit all in his, you know what I'm saying? And people just disrespectful. Like, they just don't give a fuck about boundaries, privacy, and not saying that, okay, you're a celebrity, you signed up for this. He's dead on the ground. Like, you know what I'm saying? While Quavo is screaming, help. Like, you don't think to go call 911, do some CPR? Is there a nurse around this bitch? Like, anything?
Stop the blood from draining
like,
out of
nothing.
his
We just like, get your phone out, girl. Get your phone out. Get your phone out. Like, what the fuck? Like, we fucked up. We really, and it was a person that made a post on social media that was like, it's crazy to me how every rapper that died, we get a video or something like that, but white rock stars like what Nirvana, them motherfucking crime scene photos just came out and it's 27 years later. Crime scene. So why the fuck are we always recorded like PNB Rock? It's dead on the like. Why the fuck do you even want to record that shit? Like, it's sick. And then you want to go to the blogs and be the first. Like, we fucked up. Like, we're just fucked up because that's sad. That man was sitting on that ground, Quavo screen. You can hear it in his voice. That's his nephew. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucked up. Like, it's fucked up. And then they just walking away like, move out the way. Like, shit just normal around this bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be ducking. Niggas gunshot. Nigga, I'm on the floor. Like, what you mean? Like,
see,
the last, I might have fucked around and dropped my phone and left that bitch. Cause like,
you gotta think, like,
we gotta go to the other angle though?
What?
Sacrifice.
I don't know.
You gonna take it there? You gonna take it.
Sacrifice for what though? What would he be sacrificed for?
He was the coldest out the group, so I'm trying to figure it out.
He really
Who was the coldest?
Takeoff.
Takeoff was the coldest out of Migos.
He was the most lyrical for sure.
No, Takeoff was the coldest. Who you think is the coldest?
He was the most lyrical
out of Migos?
Shit, the nigga Cardi B with.
Offset? No. Have you
Crazy as hell.
Have you listened to Takeoff though? Like
no, I ain't never listened to Takeoff.
Was that sarcasm?
Heavy fucked up.
Hell no.
He was the coldest out that group.
He wasn't the coldest.
Offset better. Quavo was the weakest. Quavo was the weakest. But
that nigga was not the coldest because he dead. He was the coldest.
No, I've always said.
I think he the coldest though too, Heavy. He's the most lyrical.
Fuck no, he wasn't the coldest.
I feel like he was quiet and he really didn't give a fuck about it.
Okay, let's take a vote. Let's take a vote. Fuck it. AP. Who the coldest Migo?
I'll say Takeoff because that's the only one actually I can listen to his individual music.
Son the seventh.
Okay. All right, so I can't really answer that question because I can't tell none of them apart. I just know Quavo. I just know Quavo got that little voice, so I know his. I know him, but I can't really. But this is what I will say.
In his voice.
This is what I will say. Every time over these years that I've heard people talking about who the best Migos is, Takeoff always been last.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Who said that?
Niggas want to say
that you talking about because the nigga that when you was left off bad and bougie.
He real, bro.
I remember.
You think I left off bad and bougie?
He said, "Do it look like I got left off bad and bougie? Do it look like I got left off bad and bougie, nigga? What is you talking about, nigga?"
I remember one of the jokes was, his name was Takeoff. He's weak. You off his tongue or some shit.
Hey man, you gotta go listen to him though, Heavy. Listen to his shit though, bro.
Hey man, don't tell me what I ain't listened to.
Listen, you gotta listen to him, man. You gotta listen to him.
I listen to him.
Listen some more. Don't
tell me to listen to nobody.
Listen some more, man.
I listen to him already.
Listen some more, man.
What you talking about, nigga?
Listen some
more. I've been
more.
listening to the Migos since they came out, and I said that nigga ain't the coldest.
All
That's
right.
my
So
opinion.
who your favorite Migo?
I just
said Offset.
Oh, Offset. Okay, Sher, what about
what
you?
What he said was Cardi B Hood.
Okay, Sher, what about you?
Yeah, whatever I said, you know who the fuck I'm talking about.
Sher, what about you?
I said it.
Oh, you already know. It's Takeoff. It's always before he died.
It ain't Takeoff. He ain't the coldest. That's the goddamn stuff. He the weakest.
That's 3 against 1.
He the weakest to me. He the weakest one.
That
nigga the plainest one, the weakest one, the weakest one.
It's not. Even if you claim you listen to Migos like that, Takeoff versus was the most memorable ones.
Yeah,
like
to you.
Fight Night.
To you.
No, to you. Fight Night. If you ask me about Fight Night, his main popular song, he had the best verses off of them. Quavo was the Beyonce of the group. That was it.
No, he didn't.
He
I don't agree. Okay, well, whatever.
Hey, take a poll on Instagram. We're taking a poll.
Yeah,
we're taking a poll.
Take a poll.
Because he dead.
Before he died, who was the best Amigos? Mm-hmm. But I really do, but to add to that, I really do hope that Quavo and Offset do work out their differences, because I know that was fucked up because they was not fucking with each other when that happened. So I know that it's a lot for them. So I hope they work out their things and differences and come back together or whatever.
For sure, man. That was unfortunate that brother died, man.
That nigga the coldest.
Heavy say, fuck that nigga, Takeoff.
He the coldest amigo all of a sudden.
Because he died. Heavy crazy too. He fucked up, man. Yeah. Hey, listen.
I gotta say something positive about the nigga because he dead.
Hey.
God damn it.
Hey, Heavy.
I'm not saying it because he dead. I'm saying it because I've always said it.
Y'all saying that shit because
he came out in my generation. So
that shit.
Hey, it's 3 against 1, bro.
What's the real nigga about it, nigga?
It's 3 against 1.
Came out in my generation.
Takeoff. 3 against 1.
What you talking about? I remember Migos. It ain't about no generation.
You've been outbid. You've been outvoted, my guy.
I'm not defined by my generation or my age. I never have been.
It's 3 against 1, my guy.
Cold music right now, cold shit.
3 against 1, my guy.
Just like I go with any of these young niggas out here making music. Right now. Nigga, it's about your mind state, nigga.
Look at you. Look at you over there taking off. Look at you over there taking off. Look at you over there taking off.
You feel me? It's my mind state.
Look at you over there taking off.
Spit some shit then. Go ahead.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? People usually do get better after they die. Y'all notice that? Like,
no, I'm not even coming from that perspective. Dead ass, I've always said that Takeoff was the coldest out of Migos.
Who got better after they died?
He's not, though. He's not.
To you.
To everybody.
That's your opinion.
To everybody but you.
No, it ain't to everybody but me.
Hey, anything.
Everybody but you, Cher.
Hey, Heavy. Anything.
You got a good heart, Cher. You got a great heart.
You
got a great heart, baby.
So are you saying that he was not cold? He wasn't.
No, I didn't say he not cold.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
But he ain't the best out the goddamn group.
Can he rap better than Quavo?
Hell no.
Oh, hell no. Now you tripping. Now you
He the last one to me. He always been the last one. He always been the last one.
You tripping. If you think that Quavo rap better than Takeoff, you tripping out. Now I'm gonna argue with you.
The weakest one.
Now I'm gonna argue with you. Because
the weakest one.
No, you playing the game now.
I don't never play no game.
Quavo was Beyonce. Okay, Quavo was Beyonce.
Quavo was Beyonce.
But he was just the final one off the group. That was it.
Yeah, okay.
That's all.
Like I said, he was the last one. The weakest one.
Quavo.
Takeoff was the weakest one.
Hey. What else? Anything else y'all wanted to touch on? That's been interesting lately. Everybody don't speak at one time now. We touched on Kyrie a little bit. You know, that's fucked up, man, how they did Doggy Bone. They gonna make that nigga do a whole list of shit for he can get back in the NBA, man.
Did y'all hear what Shiny Sharp said?
Yeah, I ain't like that. I didn't like that, though.
What?
You shouldn't have said that.
Who?
Shannon Sharp.
Why you shouldn't have said that?
What did he say?
What did he say, bro?
He said that, the same thing we said, Kim. He was just saying that when people say something about the Jews, they get persecuted. Well, motherfuckers say shit about us all day. And don't nothing happen.
No,
that's basically what Shannon Sharp.
No, he said something else that he criticized. Cole Beasley and Kyrie Irving.
He said just to show face, if you can really pay attention and read behind the lines. He said that he thought that Kyrie was wrong, but he said that just to say that shit. Because when you hear his statement, you know he said it just to say it.
But why he wrong, though?
Because what he said after that was you know what I'm saying, was the shit.
Why he wrong?
So he just started off saying that so he won't get persecuted. That wasn't nothing but a little protection look like that he started off with, okay?
That's whole shit.
But the real message was after he said that.
That's whole ass shit.
But you gotta read between the lines. You can look at shit and see shit.
That nigga didn't say nothing wrong, man.
Shit.
AP, what you think? AP, what you think about Kyrie?
Kyrie is trying to find himself.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that man's
nothing wrong with that.
He's trying to bring a new norm to the NBA. Shoot. He like the new Iverson of the NBA. He gonna say what he feels. And that's how he feel. That's how he feel in his brain.
He trying to find the truth though. He be on the mission.
Yeah, he's literally doing he's going through a spiritual journey right now. So he probably gonna speak out when he feels he needs to, because his soul probably goes, I need to get that out right now.
Facts.
That's a spiritual journey. Definitely when there's something like this, that energy build up in you, gotta let it out.
Yeah.
A lot of shit Kyrie in the past used to talk about, I ain't fuck with. Like the earth is flat. and all that didn't want to, I don't want to get into the vaccine shit. But the fact he ain't want to get the vaccine for his teammates.
Hey, hold on. Let me say this while you say that, Kay. This made me think about something. They say that, you know how New York, did y'all see where all the New York employees that got fired for not getting the vaccine, that they let them come back and paid them retroactively from when they fired them, right? In New York State. That was the New York law, right? They say that, listen, the motherfucking Nets owe Kyrie millions, nigga.
He gonna get his money back.
Millions. So they say this right here, why they doing that is to kind of throw some shit in the game so we ain't got to pay dog. We gonna fuck him up right quick.
That little money that he would be getting, it ain't that much, bro. He only
retroactively since he got
missed a few games, bro.
No, I'm saying since he wouldn't take the vaccine.
But I'm saying they lifted that ban last season. He didn't miss that many. They don't owe him that much money. And plus, remember, they eventually caved and let him come back.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, they don't owe him that much money. It ain't like they owe him hundreds of millions of dollars or no shit like that. Even if they owe him $20 million, that shit ain't shit. They don't owe him but a few game checks. They don't owe him for no seasons or nothing.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead. What you were saying?
The fact that he ain't want to get the little vaccine when he the one that brought everybody to Brooklyn, and not just that he ain't want to get the vaccine, because he said out of his own mouth that he was not against the vaccine. He was not anti-vax. So if you ain't anti-vax, then this little excuse about I'm doing it for the people who don't got a voice while you still collecting a check. Remember, all this, they owe him money. They don't owe him shit, because now that I think about it, he didn't even miss any game checks. He was still collecting money while he was sitting at home. So all that.
Oh, he was getting paid? I thought he wasn't getting paid.
Yes, he was.
Oh.
It just dawned on me as I'm talking about it. He was still getting paid while he was sitting at home. You see what I'm saying? So now, how you doing it for the small people? If you a martyr, that means you losing something. That means you losing some your career. Muhammad Ali lost his career. Muhammad Ali lost 3.5 years of his prime when he was at his absolute zenith. And them 3.5 years would have been so spectacular that you can only imagine what it would have been like in your mind now, because he was stripped of that. Kyrie wasn't stripped of nothing.
Right.
Kyrie get a bad press in social media, and that's about the extent of it. And that, obviously, we know he don't give two shits about that. Yeah. So my point was just to say, a lot of the stuff that Kyrie was doing before, I didn't agree with. Like those two things, the flat earth and then that vaccine thing. But this thing here about posting the book that was eventually turned into a documentary, a movie, I thought that maybe he could have saved a little flack if he would have put a little context behind it when he posted it. But he didn't do that, and I guess that's fine. But all that old, I gotta apologize and do all of these steps and grovel at the feet of the Jewish people, rabbis and stuff. No, he shouldn't have to do none of that shit to get back, bro. He already apologized and told you he not anti-Semitic, that he saw this thing and he saw his name. That's what happened. He saw his name, Yahweh, in there, and it intrigued him. So then I'm not even sure. I'm really not even sure if he actually watched it first.
I don't think he watched the whole thing, but Cher said he did.
I don't think either. Cher said he did, but I kind of want to disagree with that a little bit. But we could disagree. We could agree to disagree on that. But the fact is, he shouldn't have to do all that shit, bro, to to get back in the NBA. And all that do is prove what Kanye was saying. But you got to do all of this. Like even Farrakhan said, you know, when they asked to meet with him, he said, they told him in order to be our friend, you got to do all of these, you know what I'm saying? You got to do all of these things first.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nah, man. Nah. Your friendship got too many conditions in it. And they all seem to favor you somehow.
Yeah, facts. But shit, man. We've been on this motherfucker for a minute, man. We're gonna wrap it up. Listen, we live on the motherfucking Shank Show. We get paper, stay low. Hey man, say man, we had a full panel tonight. I appreciate everybody for coming fucking with us, man. We had people in the chat. We had some special guests tonight. AP been on here for the first time. AP Bliss, we appreciate you for being here. Come on back, baby. We need you. We need your perspective. Appreciate you. Share. Yeah, for sure. Share. Appreciate you too, cuz. Good looking. Son the 7 Dynamic Range Studios, man. You know it's always love, dog. Salute. The host of the motherfucking Shank Show, Heavy Hefe in the motherfucking building, man.
What's happening?
Yeah, Big Blunts on deck, nigga. Most controversial
Big
man on
Blunts
the planet.
on deck. Come get it, baby.
So, yeah, man, we're going to wrap it up. Hey, man, listen, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Live on the motherfucking Shank Show. We out of here. One love.
One love.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Ain't nobody find a pussy. It's like dog nigga picture in the park.
The end of video.
He on the T now. He gon' have to put that murder down. He wanna be round. Pussy. Ain't no stretching, ain't no capping. I'm from the deep town. Yeah. Niggas active all action, set the 100 down. Got 250 back. Please don't speak on this shit if you ain't living that. Shot 50 grams to the V and made 50 racks. Ain't no 6ix9ine over here. We a killer rat. Do the crime, do the time. Niggas ain't feeling that. But we gon' make them stand tall. Push his head back. Ride round this bitch dolo with that strap. I don't trust a bitch, fuck a hoe. She a red trap. Mix the boy with the pit. That's a Mac pack. Bitch, I'm a demon. I be leaning. Fuck a scat pack. Hopped in that B and spit the 10 on that red. Ain't no body find a pussy. It's like dog nigga picture in the park. He on the T now. He gon' have to put that murder down. He wanna be around.
Tell that nigga to come back
no
in.
capping. I'm from the deep town. Niggas active all action. Sent the 100 down. Got 250 back. Please don't speak on this shit if you ain't living that. Shot 50 grams to the V and made 50 racks. Ain't no 6ix9ine over here. We a killer rat. Do the crime, do the time.
Come on the Zoom right quick. We gonna talk to you
We
about
gon' make them
something.
stand tall, push his hat back. Right now. Ride round this bitch dolo with that strap. I don't trust a bitch, fuck a hoe. She a red trap. Mix the boy with the pit. That's a Mac pack. Bitch, I'm a demon. I be leaning. Fuck a scat pack. Hopped in that B and spit the 10 on that red thing. Ain't nobody find a pussy. It's like dog nigga picture in the park. He on the T now. He gon' have to put that murder down. He wanna be round. Ain't no stretching, ain't no capping. I'm from the deep town. Niggas active all action. Sent the 100 down. Got 250 back. Please don't speak on this shit if you ain't living that. Shot 50 grams to the V and made 50 racks. Ain't no 6ix9ine over here. We a killer rat. Do the crime, do the time. Niggas ain't feeling that. But we gon' make them stand tall. Push his head back. Ride round this bitch dolo with that strap. I don't trust a bitch, fuck a hoe. She a red trap. Mix the boy with the pit.
Hey,
That's
who
a
is
Mac
AP
pack.
though?
Bitch, I'm a